Welcome to Government of Andhra Pradesh, Commissionerate of Collegiate Education. I am Syed Wajiha Tahsin, Lecturer in Biochemistry, SRR and CBR Government Degree College. Dear students, today we are going to learn a nutritional based topic, that is recommended dietary allowances and determination of calorific value of different food materials. The objectives of today's lecture are to define calorie and kilocalorie and to estimate the calorific value of food, and students can understand ODA table and its importance, the values in ODA table, and what are the values made and what is the importance of those values, and ODA change based on work, age and gender. So students can apply the RDA table in preparing food menus, and they can overcome the nutritional problems such as obesity and undernutrition. Students can act as dietitian also. Right. So first of all, we'll know the definition of calorific value of food. So what is calorie? Calorie is defined as the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. So how can we define calorie? Calorie is the unit that is used to measure the food value. So how much energy you are gaining from food can be determined by using this unit, that is calorie. So what is calorie? Calorie is defined as the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree centigrade. So it can be also measured in kilocalories, which is 1000 calories. 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4.2 kilojoules. So you can also use kilojoules as units. So what are the calorific value of different known food materials, if you know? So proteins. Proteins per gram, they'll give 4 kilocalories of energy. Per gram of carbohydrate, we can get 4 kilocalories of energy. Per gram of fat, we can get 9 kilocalories of energy. So how can you determine the calorific value of a food? So the calorific value of food can be determined by using an instrument called bomb calorimeter. When a substance is burnt in an atmosphere of oxygen in a cylinder, usually on burning it generates heat. The heat generated can be measured by immersing the cylinder in a vessel containing known amount of water, and the rise in temperature of water can be measured by using the thermometer. The apparatus used for the purpose is known as bomb calorimeter. So the bomb calorimeter is used in food laboratories and usually wherever the calorific value has to be determined. So in research laboratories it is used. So it consists of a steel container known as bomb. Bomb consists of a base where a platinum crucible is screwed to the body of the bomb. So you can see in this picture the bomb calorimeter. So this is a bomb in which the sample is placed in a crucible. So the top of the bomb carries the oxygen supply of 20 atmospheric pressure and a valve to release the product. So you have a provision to supply oxygen into the bomb, and 1 gram of powdered sample is taken in the platinum crucible, and the calorimeter is filled with, so this is a platinum crucible in which you can take 1 gram of whatever food material to which you want to measure the calorific value, and you can fill the bomb with 2000 centimeter cube, 2000 liters of water. So the iron fuse wire is connected to the sample. By passing a sample, the fuel gets ignited, right? So usually here you connected this with a fusion wire. So if you pass the current, usually the food material gets burned. The bomb is placed inside, this complete bomb is placed inside the copper vessel which contains the water. So this is the copper. This vessel is made up of copper. There is a stirring device also. So you can observe a stirring device. So this is stirring motor for agitating the water within the calorimeter. So water has to be agitated to for the even distribution of temperature. Okay, so this complete container is placed in another heat insulating material. Okay, another container which is heat insulator. Next, when you ignite the fuel, or when you ignite this food material, what happens? The temperature of water in the food materials get ignited, and the temperature of the water is increased, which is measured by using a thermometer. Temperature is recorded in thermometer at 1 minute interval for 10 minutes. Usually, heat given by the combustion of this food material plus heat given by the combustion of fuse wire is equal to heat taken up by the water in calorimeter. Okay, so you can calculate as the heat that is released, the heat that is taken up by water. So this bomb calorimeter is an instrument used to determine the heat emitted from a given quantity of any sample or any food material or biomass combustion. Okay, so then, so like that you can measure the calorific value of food materials, right? So what is what are recommended dietary allowances? Now we'll see. We have observed the calorific values of food and how much energy a person requires. And what are the nutrients a daily requirement of a person. All these can be given in a table called recommended dietary allowance table. So what is the recommended dietary allowance for Indians? RDA is defined as the nutrients present in the diet which satisfy the daily requirement of nearly all individuals in a population. So this also considers the safety factor. That means usually when cooking, some amount of nutrients can be lost, or in processing also some amount of nutrients could be lost. So those also you have to consider. So by considering all these, so it is the nutrients present in the diet which can satisfy the daily requirement of nearly all individuals in a population can be defined as RDA. So RDA, what are the factors that RDA depends on? So RDA depends on the age of an individual, the sex of the individual, the physical work of individual, and physiological stress condition. So here different age groups are there. So each age group requires depending on their body weight and their growth conditions, they require different amount of nutrients. So sex also in conditions in for sex also the RDA changes. So coming to physical work, the persons doing sedentary work require low amount of dietary allowances, and the person doing moderate work require more amount, coming to compared to sedentary some more amount, and the person doing hard work, heavy work require more amount of dietary allowances. Coming to which condition the person woman is. For example, for females, if she is in pregnancy condition, she require more amount of recommended dietary allowances, and in conditions of lactation she requires some more amount. So like that, based on the factors, the RDA changes. So coming to how can you define the sedentary work? Sedentary work are those who sit and do work using brain and hands, such as teachers, ourselves, and clerks, typists, officers. So those people. And moderate work is work vigorously for few hours, such as postman, maid servant, housewife who does all her householding works. Those people comes under moderate worker people. Heavy workers. So those who use different parts of the body for several hours, such as rickshaw pullers, coolies, workers in mines, sports persons, and masons. All these people require. All these people are called as heavy workers. So ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, has defined well-nourished Indian adults as reference man and reference woman. So reference man is in between 20 to 39 years of age and weighs 60 kgs. He is free from diseases, and he should be physically fit and active at work. On each working day, he is employed for 8 hours and 4 to 6 hours sitting and moving, about 2 hours walking or active recreation or household duties, and 8 hours should be in sleep. So reference woman is a woman between the 20 to 39 age, and she should be healthy and she should weigh nearly 50 kgs, and she may be engaged in 8 hours in general household work. Apart from that, she should have 8 hours of sleep, and she should spend 4 to 6 hours sitting and moving around the around in a light activity. Okay, so like that, reference woman and reference man can be defined by ICMR. Then coming to what is RDA table. So this base why we have taken the reference woman means, so those people, how much amount of calories required for those persons. So you can easily calculate based on the reference. So what is RDA table? RDA table is this recommended dietary allowances table, and it gives the complete picture of what is the calorie requirement, what is the protein vitamin requirement, each and water soluble vitamin, each fat soluble vitamin, and different types of macro elements and micronutrients, how much they require. All the information is given in this RDA table. So this is RDA table, you can see here. So male of 25 to 50 years, so he requires 2900 calories of energy per kilocalories of energy. Okay, so like that, if you take a different age group, so students, you might be in 15 to 18 years, or 19 to 24 years, and so your energy requirement per day is here. Okay, you get 3000 or 2900 kilocalories for males, and coming to females, 2200 to nearly 2200. So because muscle mass changes in between males and females, the differentiation between the calories exists. Okay, pregnant woman, she requires additional 300 calories, and lactating woman, she requires 500 calories additional. Okay, so coming to protein, requirement of protein is more at the growing stage, that is at 15 to 18 years you require 59 kilocalories. So growing children requires more amount of protein, and coming to lactating women and pregnant women requires more amount, because the baby has to build up with proteins. Coming to nutrients, so vitamins, vitamin A requirement is given. So vitamin A is 1000 micrograms requirement is there for males, and females 800. Lactating women requires extra 300 micrograms. Coming to vitamin D is in growing stages, it is more, because calcium absorption, vitamin D is required. And coming to vitamin E is 10 for males and 8 for females. Then you can observe the iron. So if we in the minerals, if you can see the iron requirement is more for females. So you have 15 milligrams of requirement for females compared to the males, because female will undergo menstruation cycle, so they require more amount of iron compared to males. Okay, so calcium, if you take calcium for men, so you have bone growth, so you require some more amount of calcium. So lactating women also for baby growth require more amount of calcium. So in that way you can observe what are the requirements of different types of nutrients, right? So in RDA table. And so what is the energy? Energy, why you need energy? The energy requirement of an individual is the level of energy intake from food that will balance the energy expenditure when an individual has a body size and composition and level of physical activity. So usually the energy, the units for energy is kilocalories. Right, so already we have observed the energy requirement. Coming to protein, so dietary protein provides all the amino acids for the synthesis of different types of proteins. So what is the grams of protein needed for each day is given in this table, so depending on the different age groups. So children 9 to 13 years, they require 34 grams of protein per each day, right? So then what are the in proteins? When we are taking proteins, we have to keep in mind about the essential amino acids. So essential amino acids are the amino acids which are not synthesized in our body, and they should be supplied through diet. So you have these amino acids: histidine, isoleucine, leucine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, valine, and lysine. All these amino acids should be given through diet because they are not synthesized in our body. So you can also see essential fatty acids, so linolenic fatty acids, which are also very essential. So as they are not synthesized in our body, they should be supplied through diet. Okay, so fats, fat is the major nutrient and it has several functions. Okay, so it helps in absorption of beta carotene fat soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, etc. So we require fat for giving energy, and it is the functional component of membranes, and you required fat for probably for all different types of metabolic activities, right? So this is fat. And coming to vitamins and minerals, you require different types of vitamins, such as all the water soluble and fat soluble vitamins. So how much they are required in milligrams and micrograms are given in the table. Okay, so already we have observed this. And vitamins are necessary food factors, as their name itself indicates, they are vital. So vitamin A is needed for the visual function and growth, vitamin D calcium absorption, vitamin B you require for metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins and fat. And the requirement of B complex vitamins are generally related to how much energy you are intaking. Okay, so the vitamins, two vitamins, folate and B12, so also needed for the hemopoiesis. Okay, for the production of blood, you need the folate and vitamin B12. Coming to minerals, they are naturally occurring chemicals, and they are so we can exclude oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon, as they are available in biomolecules. Some remaining all different types of nutrients, they can be categorized as macro and micro nutrients. So if they are typically, if they are required more than in 100 milligrams, then they are called as macro, and less than 100 milligrams per day, then they are considered to be micro. Then you have iron requirement. As we already observed, iron requirement is more for the females than males. Okay, so that we have already observed. And girls of 12 to 16 years, they need 2.02 of iron, okay, because of their blood loss due to menstruation. cycle. So these are the different things you can understood by using the RDA table, and this RDA table can be used to make food menus for the required persons, and depending on what how much amount of calories they require and what is the type of the diet that has to be given to the subject, depending on that you can by using RDA table you can prepare the food menus. Next, this is the balanced diet. So balanced diet is a healthy diet which helps to maintain and improve the overall health. So by installing all the RDA requirements, you can prepare the balanced diet. A healthy diet provides the body with all the essential nutrients, fluid, and macronutrients, micronutrients, and adequate calories all are given through the balanced diet. So balanced diet you can simply say which provides all the nutrients in required amount for proper growth and functioning of the body. So balanced diet should provide total 50 to 60% of the total calories from carbohydrates, 10 to 15 from proteins, 20 to 30 from fat. As per the recommended dietary allowances, it should provide macronutrients, micronutrients, vitamins, dietary fibers, antioxidants, all these things. So antioxidants such as C, vitamin E, beta carotene, riboflavin. So and they protect from free radicals. So usually free radicals are produced in the metabolisms which has to be neutralized. So otherwise they'll cause damage. So like that, so balanced diet should include all these components. Thank you.